Good afternoon. Welcome to the December 19th Clark County Fire District 6 Board of Commissioners meeting. I'd like to call this afternoon's meeting to order and ask that you join me in the pledge of allegiance.
United States of America, and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I did have a couple additions to this afternoon's agenda around our upcoming youth schedule. Add that to new business. We need to read, approve, post as necessary the minutes for December 3rd board meeting. So moved. Second. Moved and seconded. All those in favor? Aye.
Commissioner Franklin, could you also add staff contracts?
Bad mistake. Staff contracts as well. Correspondence this afternoon.
There are two items of correspondence. One was a holiday card from two citizens to the district. And the other was Chief Mauer's thank you letter to a citizen for their substantial donation to the district. I want to include the amount in the minutes. I'll leave off the name.
That's okay. Thank you. Very well. Very much appreciated. Thank you for your donation to the fire district. Citizen communication, citizens viewing this afternoon's meeting, to communicate with the board using the chat feature. That inbox will be monitored throughout this afternoon's meeting. Committee reports. Commissioner Losbeck, Fairgrounds Fire Facility Board.
The sign is up on the north end of the building, which is really nice, and I think it's gonna be illuminated at some point. I've run power to it. There's a couple of maintenance issues on the building that we discussed, and besides that, the fire marshal is moving out. The sheriff's office is gonna move folks into there, which will free up a couple of the spaces they've been using on our side of the building, so we can put a door up. I think the data room and the armory, just the data room. Anyway, one of those rooms will still be there that we'll both use, so. But the door will get up so they won't fly rooms down the hall anymore at 3 o'clock.
All right.
And the sign is lit up.
Oh, yeah, good. We'll have to go by it. All right.
Thank you. EMS District 2 report, Chief Mauer.
So EMS District 2 did go out for RFP. That process is open right now. It will close in February. So hopefully we get some interest in doing the RFP to do a study for ambulance services in EMS District 2. It's moving forward with that work group. Sorry, this is in January.
Is it known yet what their timeline would be once that closure takes place and the RFP is awarded?
Yeah, they're kind of pressing, it's a really aggressive timeline, and they have three potential bidders so far that they're hoping will bid. But they probably would start the process in February and probably end it, they're hoping in like June, late May or June.
Great.
Vancouver. Extension.
Oh, yeah, and one of the things when we were on a Zoom meeting when they were going through the RFP, and myself and Chief Noor were filling in, I was filling for Chief Mauer, and we were really concerned about the timeline because of just it's during the holidays and they're looking to really close it out even before January 1st. And so we asked the county to consider talking to Vancouver about extending our extension for maybe another 6 months to a year. So Sue Marshall is looking at talking to the city manager about that. So I don't think we've heard anything back yet.
Otherwise, one time.
Yeah, we're on a 1 year. It's just really aggressive because even the timeline of February and March of speaking to the 3 different departments about the scope of the work is just a lot to do in that short time. And I'm just not sure if consultants, when they bid, are gonna, are gonna look at that, they're gonna be concerned that it's a short time.
I thank you for the update. You want the consent agenda? Second. Okay, seconded, all those in favor? Aye. Chief's report. Just want to walk through those items there.
So November 2024 overtime for the month of November was $143,087.97. The district is averaging about $191,000 per month in overtime, so that's how we built the 2025 budget based on this estimate. For the November budget performance report, we anticipate expenditures at 91%. We're currently 74.3 for fire and 76.6 for EMS. For the facility report, work's progressing. We have had to move the move-in date back to late March for substantial completion, but we anticipate probably May for move-in. We were able to extend our lease with our current location for admin to the end of April, so that has been extended. There's been issues with the fire barrier that Chief Newberry's been working through with the county and McKinsey and the contractor. And then we're having some problems with the automatic transfer switch, which is a power switch that will run all the power and generator once we move in. So there's just a delay in getting that delivered. Change orders are going to be forthcoming to the board. And as far as the Station 63 storage building, the HVAC system's on its way and going in. And if you guys have any further questions.
I assume we're beyond our 10%. Or whatever we held back for change orders. Beyond that, we gotta be done.
Yeah, we had a contingency fund, of the 7%. And so we are going past that several weeks ago. But we brought that information to you and anticipated that we get $500,000 in change orders still coming. And that's where this part of this, yeah, this will come out of that, along with that estimate.
Not just been accounted for in the 2025 budget.
This fire barrier. Very expensive, very cumbersome, causing massive delays.
The rest is gonna possibly be. Thank you.
Thank you. Business insurance.
So Commissioner Haynes has been reporting on changing insurance to the risk management group. With that change in insurance, we had to purchase tail coverage through BFIS, and that carries us over. I just wanted the board to make formal motion that they are aware of the tail purchase and approve the fees for the tail purchase as well as the insurance coverage. The total insurance coverage was $171,324.83. The tail coverage for District 6 was $104,176.15.
Do you want two separate motions?
You could do it as one.
Okay.
Formally approve the insurance and the tail.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to formally approve the insurance and the tail. Do you want the amounts? I got it.
It's okay, you should have the minutes, right?
Okay, I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded for the insurance coverage and detailed coverage. All those in favor? Aye. Thank you. New business, Station 62 locker fees.
So with going to the 4 platoon shift model, we need to add additional lockers to Station 62 because it's not a current building project that exceeds my threshold. And in order to contract for those lockers, the amount is $14,007.35 and requires.
So
Second.
Okay. Motion's been made and seconded for the Station 62 locker purchase. All those in favor? Aye. Correct. Surplus.
We were able to get the platoon Ford Ford 150s into service for training. And so with that, we're able to surplus 2 of our Ford Expeditions, 631 and 611. If the board declares them surplus, it's helpful to allow the chief to do that at discretion.
I move to declare those surplus and have the chief figure out how to dispose of them.
I will second that. All right, motion's been made, seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Court claim settlement.
Our attorneys and insurance has presented us with a tort claim settlement that was brought forward by Elijah Page and Angus Lee's attorney. That tort claim settlement releases the district of any claims against the district, although federal court already released the district of any claims. So what this does is this now allows, or it doesn't allow Elijah Page to be able to do an appeal against the district if we sign this agreement. Our attorneys and insurance both recommend we move forward with the agreement. And so moving forward, he will have a confidentiality clause where we can't talk about the district and where he can't seek re-employment here.
Do we need to approve that?
You'll need to make a motion
I assume
to
we-
sign it, and then there's a signature page in your packet.
I think Chris just has to sign it.
That's it.
I make a motion that we accept the tort claim settlement.
I second that. Okay, so a motion's been made and seconded to accept tort claim settlement. All those in favor? Aye.
And thank you to the staff. All of the work. There's a lot of work, a lot of stress. Obviously, you did a good job, so thank you all.
And if I could just add for the board meeting minutes, I just want to illustrate that it was professional by everybody here at District 6, from Toby firefighter to chief of the department to the board of commissioners. And it's those actions that protected the district against this claim. However, the damage from this claim, whether it was dropped in court or not, is long lasting, not only emotionally, but to our reputation, to our budget, to our finances, and to our citizens. And so I just want to point out that although this is good news, it doesn't go without stars and bruising.
Probably will be in favor.
No, and it's fair to acknowledge that there's individual names attached to it, right? And I'm sure they had to go through quite the turmoil, so we recognize that has an effect on people.
Standards of cover proposal.
So the district has been talking about getting a standards of cover. We have gotten the bid for that. The bid for the standards of cover is $66,698. That's through Citygate. We've used Citygate in the past and been really happy with their product. They did our last standards of cover. And then in addition to that, Clark Hallett's Fire and Rescue is also asking their board to approve the standards of cover for their department tonight through Citygate as well. There are some portions of that standards of cover that we can work together, especially in the 151 area. So with this standards of cover, it sets us up in a good position to be able to do the strategic plan once this is complete. So I'd like to request that the board approve the standards of cover with Citygate and then non-existent.
Is there other folks out there that do this, or is it worth getting another bid, or are we happy with them? Or I remember going through it last time, it was a lot of work for everybody.
Yeah. Well, standards of cover is a lot of work,
Period.
no matter what consultant you go to. It's a lot of data pulling and interviewing and laying out plans. The
I'm just
thing-
wondering if there's somebody else out there.
Yeah. There are other companies that do it. Because Citygate's familiar with our department and other agencies in our area, we're looking at them, that's what we.
So since we've used them in the past, we don't have to do an RFP.
Below the threshold for. Or we don't need an RFP for standards of cover services, doesn't follow these professional services.
Looked like in PowerPoint that they had provided similar services to other departments in the local area as well.
Right, yeah, they did Vancouver within the last 10 years and us,
That the going rate for standard cover?
that's the going
That's
rate,
their open rate. It looked like a 6-month timeline, is that what I saw on there?
yes.
And what was the last standards on cover? How many years ago was that been?
I want to say it's 2016. I could be off more than.
Oh, so sorry. Years ago. Make a motion for the 66, whatever it was. To move forward with the standard of federal city game. Motion's been made to move forward with the standards proposal as outlined.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor? Aye. Thank you. A new position hire.
So for both, new position hiring and staff contracts, those may be best in executive session to discuss before the board takes action.
That there. The only other addition to new business that I had was, a couple of schedule changes for upcoming board meetings. I'd like to propose we move the, January 7th meeting to January 9th at 6 p.m. And move the February 4th meeting to the 5th at 4 p.m.
Did you make a motion? So I'll second it. You just made
Okay,
it.
I'll second yours.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wait, Chris just made it.
Whatever you. All right. I agree with you.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye. Then are we gonna worry about February yet or not?
Well, we
Yeah,
just.
we wait.
Okay.
Thank you. So with that, the board will, be moving into executive session this afternoon. That will be in accordance with RCW 42.0.110 for the CG. To evaluate the qualifications of an applicant for public employment or to review the performance of a public employee. We anticipate 45 minutes. Let's,
Okay.
we'll reconvene at 5 p.m. Board met in executive session, but took no action.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we allow the fire chief to extend job offer for HR position.
Second.
Which has been made and seconded to extend the job offer for HR position. All those in favor? Aye.
Chair, I make a motion that we allow the fire chief to name all of the senior staff contracts as presented.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye. And it goes. Make a motion that we the fire chief's contract.
Second.
That's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Roundtable, the order.
Did we officially move the date? What was that?
We did,
Well, just not.
No, we
Okay.
we moved one of the.
very good. January.
Roundtable good order. I just want to thank, everybody that was involved with Center Posse. We had a crew show up, Friday to help. Thank you, Chief Newberry. Brad drove the truck, Schmicky was there. We had, one of the Station 3 crews came out and helped us load. And you got everything you need. We're not guaranteed that was trucks each every year, but this year we did. And so of the 1,500 families, you took, I think 75, which is a pretty good chunk, and I think you got them all delivered in one day. It worked out really well, so thank you, appreciate that, everybody.
I just like to remind the board that January 11th from 2 to 4 p.m. is the award ceremony. There will be a number of promotions.
That's exciting. You gonna keep it to an hour?
It's scheduled 2 hours.
Oh.
We'll have snacks.
So you were 11, 2 o'clock, that's what I was about.
We had firefighter, Mike Harrison had a baby girl on Wednesday.
Oh, good.
Congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
Oh, all right. 4. Congratulations.
No else.
All girls? No. Oh, God, yeah. You're right.
That will need to authorize December issuance of payroll warrants, Clark County Treasurer, authorize December payroll direct deposit treasurer's check, authorize December deposit of federal FICA and medical withholding treasurer's check, authorize pre-authorization invoice transmittal, and authorize payment of current bills.
So move. Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor? Aye. Meeting is